The Asia Cup Super 4 is here, and without a doubt, I think we're all going to say that India are still the team to beat. But has one team, and now I've been quite vocal about this specific team, but has one team perhaps crept up into that area of being competitive against India? Yeah, the team I'm without a doubt talking about is Sri Lanka. Yeah, I questioned their batting, thinking that, I don't know if they've got what it takes, to actually take on India. But that performance yesterday against Afghanistan, threatening bowling attack Afghanistan, I think we can all agree on that. I don't think the spinners, except of course Rashid Khan, I don't think any of them were particularly good yesterday. They were kind of all over the place, especially Noor Ahmed. Guys, like the amount of wides, not a good day for them. I did also say, because look, they lost against Bangladesh as well. I did say that I felt as though, and I think a lot of people felt as though Afghanistan was going to be, a lot of people are saying they're the second best team in Asia, right? And then a lot of people will say, well, based on what? What if they actually won? Sri Lanka's won. They are the defending champions, of the Asia Cup. So, yeah, fantastic performance by Sri Lanka yesterday. Let's take a moment as well for the young Dunith Wellalage, finding out of his father's passing. My condolences to him and his family. We're all thinking of you, and I said a prayer yesterday, so yeah. All the best for him and whatever it is that he is going to have to face over the next couple of days, weeks, years, grief. There's no time period to that. Okay, Sri Lanka. Kusal Mendes, Kamindu Mendes. It was a Mendes show after some brilliance by Mohammad Nabi. What was that? 5 sixes. Great captaincy, actually, by Sri Lanka. So many times we would say that, oh, that's really dumb. He shouldn't have let Wellalage bowl the last over. But how often do we see this in cricket where the commentators, where all of us are saying, when you've got a team by the throat, you need to go for the juggernaut. And that's what he tried to do. He tried to put his best bowlers in to give the team the best chance, opportunity to get Afghanistan out for cheap. Didn't really work out in the end there, but I'd say for the most part, 19 overs, it was really, really good captaincy. And then the batting. That's going to be the big thing for me is, I feel like there's a lot of strong bowling attacks in this tournament. Yes, Pakistan, great bowling attack. They defended a really low score the other day. And I really thought that because they were an hour late, it showed that there was kind of like they weren't quite prepared, the batters, for the battle against the UAE. The batting is still a big question for Pakistan, but the bowlers came, they rallied. Shaheen Shah Afridi is, it seems, their best batter at the moment there, next to Fakhar Zaman. Going into the Super 4, I feel like Fakhar Zaman is going to be the key. He's going to be the guy that's going to be able to do the damage. Now with India, they've got 5, 6, 7 of those guys that could do the damage. So you get one wicket out and then you think, oh, well, what's to come? Tilak Varma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya. So that's going to be the thing for me with the teams going into this Super 4 is how well can they bat? Because I do think that Tushara as well was amazing yesterday. He's just got the ball, the amount of movements that he gets, incredibly skilled. Then the spinners as well for Sri Lanka. So I feel like they do have all bases covered. Here's my thing that I spoke about to a friend today was that India's winning record is 70%. Okay. Seems like an impossible thing to even try and contemplate. Like how is it that high? It's because I don't see a weakness. Batting loses wickets. Here comes, like I said, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys who can all score 50 plus at a strike rate of 150 plus. You look at the bowling attack, and here's going to be the real challenge, I think, for the batters from the other teams going into this Super 4 stage is who are they going to choose to attack? Do you attack Varun Chakravarti, who's now the #1 T20 bowler in the world? Do you attack Kuldeep Yadav, who's been the most threatening bowler in this tournament? Do you attack the likes of Jasprit Bumrah? Who do you choose to attack? Do you attack Hardik Pandya? So that's going to be the big thing is, what are your plans going to be? Because what you can do sometimes, especially against a team like Afghanistan, is, you know what, you can afford to not take any risks against Rashid Khan because you'll get opportunities elsewhere. I think Noor Ahmed is a very hot and cold player. He'll come up and he'll give you a World Cup winning performance, and then he'll give you something like he gave you yesterday. So the key is to put bowlers like him. That's what teams do against Kuldeep Yadav as well. They try and put the pressure back on him right from the get-go. But obviously, if you can't do that and you get him into a rhythm, good luck for the rest of the overs. So that's going to be the biggest challenge for me, for all of the teams going in. I do think, and yeah, I'm going against what I said because Sri Lanka, they proved that they can chase down 170 against a really good bowling attack that is Afghanistan. So Sri Lanka has to now be the team that is going to challenge India. I'm sorry I'm not talking a lot about Bangladesh because I guess we'll see how they do in the Super 4 stages. Yeah, I even said I don't think Sri Lanka is going to win a match in the Super 4. So let's see about that. I do think they can beat Pakistan. I can't see Pakistan's batting lineup facing up against that Sri Lankan bowling lineup. And I think Sri Lanka, I think they've got enough. They've got enough in their top 6 to get a 150 plus score against the likes of, well, more than 150 against Bangladesh and against Pakistan. I don't know about India. Like I said, who would you choose? That's probably a good question. Who would you choose to attack? If you were in any of those teams and you have to face the Indian bowling attack, who would you choose to attack? Because Arshdeep Singh isn't even making it into the side at the moment, which obviously you all know I think is crazy. But that's going to be the biggest challenge for teams. And look, finals, pressure, these things all come into play. But at the end of the day, I think the best 4 teams made it through. I thought Bangladesh was amazing as well against Afghanistan the other day. I thought the batting just did the right things. You know, they got 60 runs in the power play, knowing very well that a Rashid Khan and a Noor Ahmed is going to be bowling the next 8 overs, and obviously your run rate's going to drop. So you want to start off strong. You want to start off with a lot of runs on the board so that you don't have to take unnecessary risks, you know, in the middle there. So Bangladesh navigated that match really well. It was good to see Tuscan Ahmed back in. He's the type of guy that gets you big wickets. He gets big wickets. So for me now, after watching all of these matches, I do think that Sri Lanka is probably the team. But look, guys, India, 70% win record. A couple of people are already saying now that Sri Lanka is going to win this. Yeah, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I thought Oman, I thought Hong Kong, I thought everybody played decent cricket at decent increments. But the thing is, you need to play 40 overs of decent cricket, right? UAE very unlucky. I knew they were going to get close, and they got close, and they should be proud for the tournament that they played. I thought, yeah, really good performance from them. Tough pill to swallow for Afghanistan, I'm pretty sure, because I think we all thought they were going to make it through. But yeah, the best 4 teams made it. What are your predictions, and who do you think is going to be in the final? I almost want to say in the final with India, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. But who do you think is going to make it through to the final, and what are some players for you to watch? And I just finally want to say, I do think this is good for Pakistan, that they are actually going to be able to now see how they match up against, well, Bangladesh beat them, right? How they match up against Sri Lanka, obviously again against India. So this will also get a bit of a feel of, you know, how much growth really has happened for this Pakistan group, because they're really going to be challenged in this Super 4. Anyway, what are your thoughts?